Hi everybody, welcome to more Political Excess. This time let's take a look at some redistricting updates, as we're still waiting on 4 states to finalize their congressional maps, and there's still some pending lawsuits in some other states. And a real quick side note here, this is video number 100 I've released on this channel, so it's been a little over 2 months and 100 videos and 10 subscribers. I hope to pick that up a lot more over the coming months. But anyway, on to the news. First, the big one, New York. Their maps were struck down not too long ago, and a special master is in place, and he will be redrawing the maps, and it's supposed to be finalized by May 20th, so he is seeking input from various communities. My main thing, of course, is always the partisan fairness as the primary metric, and then if there's any obvious geographic splits. So we'll see how that one goes. It should be a little bit more fair, at least, from the old map. And then, of course, then that might be challenged as well. And who knows when we'll actually have this thing completely settled. It was also apparent that the Democrats had tried to sue in federal court to have their map reinstated, and so far that has been rejected. And the Republicans now are also suing to have the state assembly maps thrown out due to being a partisan gerrymander. Now, I do think that is a really bad move on the Republicans waiting to throw that in at this point, as opposed to putting that in with the state Senate and congressional maps, but we'll see how that one goes as well. Next up, over in Kansas, now that case is at the state Supreme Court, which does have a majority of Democratic-appointed judges, and the Attorney General here is arguing in favor of the map, obviously. He is a Republican, and I do think the map was a little bit unfair, slanted for the Republicans, but not as bad as the New York map. So that one, we'll see how it goes. It's hard to imagine that map standing, so once it's struck down, it's going to be back to the drawing board. And then, of course, the next state is New Hampshire, and that state has had their executive council and state senate lines finalized, and that is being challenged in court. The congressional map has still not been finalized. Governor Sununu has still vowed to veto a map that gives the Republicans an edge in one of the districts. Not sure why he is against giving them an edge in the congressional district, but he is okay giving them an edge in the state senate and executive council. So that one has until May 26th to finalize a map. At that point, the state Supreme Court has said a special master will have to step in. And then, of course, legal challenges are likely to follow. And then over in Missouri, that congressional map has passed the state house and heads to the state senate, where it is not a sure thing. I'm not sure exactly why there's a huge delay. I still think it might be certain Republicans would like to go for a 7-1 map as opposed to a 6-2 map. Either way, expect similar court challenges, especially, of course, if they end up going with a 7-1 map. I don't think that'll happen. That seems highly unfair, but you never know. And then, of course, the other states that do have maps in place, Ohio, that whole process is still heading through the courts. Could be changes down the road. You can read about that here. It is not an easy to understand process. And then finally in Florida, those legal challenges, they're starting to get underway. As of now, the map is still in place. We'll see what happens. But this article here does indicate the state is arguing in favor of the maps as to how they were previously racially gerrymandered. That's a whole nother debate. Of course, you could check out my review on some of these states' redistricting maps. And once the rest are finalized, I will be reviewing them. And I'll be able to see which state is the most fair and the most unfair. Be able to make more predictions in terms of who's going to win the House, which seats will be competitive, etc. Let me know down below if you're following any of these stories or if there is some redistricting news that I have missed. But if you enjoy this content, please like, share, subscribe, leave that comment down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.